Hi there, this is AniBusiness with your friend Simeon. Thank you for clicking the video again. It's a video on rabbit farming. And in this video, I want to tell you something I experienced few weeks ago. Let me say 2 to 3 weeks ago. So I want to share with you what I experienced, and I know you might have probably experienced that, or you that is just going into the farming, into rabbit farming, you might likely experience it. I really don't want you to panic the way I panic, so that is the reason why I decided to make this video. It's going up to 6 weeks that I cross all these rabbits you are seeing. It's been up to 6 weeks. Some are 5, some are probably 4. At my back here, the second cage, there are some male I set aside there. That is where they are permanently. So I take the female from this side to their side there to cross, to mate whenever time they are on heat. I believe every one of us know when rabbits are on heat, their vulva will turn reddish in color. I don't know, some of these rabbits are recrossed, so I can't really tell if they are on heat for now. I would have shown you how rabbits are on heat. Okay, this one is certainly on heat. You can see the vulva. You can see it here. So that is when rabbits are on heat. You can now cross it. This one hasn't been crossed, so I will cross it today. So after you cross your rabbits, you can cross them for something like 1 day. You can cross them for 2 days. The best thing you should do when crossing your rabbit is to be there to witness if the male rabbit actually crossed the female, just to have assurance of a successful mating. And gestation period of rabbits is within 1 month. That is 31 days, 4 weeks. So that is when they are going to take their pregnancy, after you cross them. So after you cross them, you should be waiting for instance, today is 26. So if you cross them 26 today, then next month that should be 26 or 25. Between that 26, 25 or 27, you should be waiting for a baby, right, from them. That is the gestation period of all rabbits when you have them around you. So now after me, I cross all the rabbits I have around here. As you can see them, I'm just recrossing majority of them. Most of them has already given birth, but all the babies died. There are some that had miscarriage. The babies are just tiny premature one, so they give birth to all those babies premature. So I was worried, what is wrong, what is happening? So I couldn't figure it out until I started making a lot of research, and I started understanding their lifestyle, what is happening to them in general. That is when I figured out what was happening to them. Now I decided to share the idea with you so that you don't panic if you are experiencing the same thing. It's not a bad thing, and it is actually not good. There are some factors attached to this mortality when it comes to the baby they produce, the baby they give birth to. So there are a few things that I want to share with you. So if you are new on my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell so that we can learn together whenever time I upload another video. Number 1, their first births. All these rabbits haven't given birth before. This is their first time of taking in and giving birth. So none of them has given birth before, so this is their first time. After majority of them had a miscarriage and some of them give birth to premature baby that later on died, I came to realize that all rabbits, majority of them, it's not all of them that have their first pregnancy that are going to give birth to them successfully and have them living. Some of them might give birth and they may take care of them successfully. Some of them might give birth premature. It might not be up to 31 days before they give birth. The baby will die. It's a premature one. And majority of them will still give birth to the baby even at 31, 30, 32. But the baby won't survive because it is not fully matured. Majority of their first births end up dying. Number 2, premature bunnies. That is just what I talked about. not long ago, the babies they born, the baby they give birth to, if they are premature, if they are not mature from the inside, it might be difficult for them to take care of, or rather might be difficult for you yourself to handle, and also it might be difficult for the babies to survive. So when the babies are premature, it is hard for them to survive. Number 3, rejection of premature or weak bunnies. So when they give birth to all those babies and they are weak, the rabbit, they might decide to isolate themselves from them, because they might be thinking we don't want anything to harm the baby. Because of that, they will reject the baby and isolate themselves from the babies. It is in their nature, in their character to do that. So once they notice the baby is not mature, once they notice the baby is weak, they do what? They isolate themselves just for the baby to live, not thinking that not caring for the baby will actually lead the baby to death. Number 4, lack of parental care. Lack of parental care in what sense? All these rabbits you are saying, not all of them have this mentality of taking care of their babies. Some will give birth. For instance, there is one here, it actually our first birth too, and the baby were doing very much fine. Hold on. So you can see these are the babies. See? You can see this is just 2 weeks. You see the babies? So nobody is breastfeeding this baby for her. She does it by herself, and this is actually her first birth. So you are getting my point. So some of them will give birth and they will take care of the baby very well. They will breastfeed, they will do everything necessary to make sure the baby is okay. But some of them don't really know how to do that. To breastfeed is a problem. You have to be the one to do that yourself. You take them, put them on your laps, then you feed them. You will be there to watch how they move so that they don't fall from the cage or they don't do this thing. I don't know how you construct your cage. So all those things together are attached to this parental care of a thing. So majority of them don't really know how to take care of the babies whenever time they give birth to them. Number 5, insufficient or shortage of milk. It is when one gives birth that I later on discovered that although I finally lost the baby, when she gave birth, she couldn't breastfeed the baby. So I took the baby out, took her out to breastfeed the baby, to force her and do it myself. At the end of everything, I discovered that the mother don't really have milk in her breast. There's no milk at all in the teeth. So I have to press and press before I was able to get little milk for the baby to suck. And I cannot take the baby to another rabbit. It might end up become a problem. She might end up killing them because those bunnies are not ours. So, and the smell might be different. So because of that, they might end up killing them. So that is the reason why I lost those babies then. So some of them have shortage of milk and some don't produce at all. It happens, especially if it is their first birth. Number 6, strange smell. Strange smell in what sense? Strange smell in the sense that if you touch their baby like I did earlier, or maybe another one cross over to their place and touch the baby, come closer to the baby, or maybe they perceive a smell they never felt from their self. Maybe it's a strange smell that this is not my smell. At the end of the day, they might end up killing the baby, or they might end up rejecting those baby and thereby leaving those baby to die. It's not all of them that tolerate touching. So you should be very, very careful when getting close to them or when touching them. At the end of the day, you might end up losing those babies. Number 7, which is the last one, is inadequate preparation before their birth. When you don't prepare well before your rabbits give birth, that is another big problem in rabbit farming. Preparation in what sense? For instance, here now, after crossing the rabbit, there's a date written here. There's a date written here. This is 13/10/2022. So this is 13, that is this month that will cross this rabbit. Now in the next month, going to 12 or 13 November, then we should be preparing to receive another baby. So what is the first thing we are going to do? This is what I use over here. If you see here, my hand cannot penetrate. There is a net here. There's a net here. So, and this thing also is wide enough for them to give birth inside. And if you want to do yours, you can actually expand it small, but this thing is okay for them to give birth inside. So you can put clothes, you can put cotton wool, you can put sack. There are some people that use sack, and you can actually use a rubber basket that will be something in form of this, a rubber basket. Please don't seal this ground, the buttock. Don't seal it. The reason why I'm telling you not to seal it is because the female rabbit, once she goes inside, maybe to breastfeed the baby, she will pee inside. And the baby as well, while they were inside, they will pee too. So if this thing is now sealed, remember their urine is not really healthy if it stays inside with them. So that is why you have to do something like this. Once she urinates or the baby urinates, the pee would goes out of this place. So you should make something like this, or you get a basket with a hose like this, then you put it inside. You keep cotton wool or clothes or sack inside, so that she will notice, okay, this is a comfortable place for me to go and give birth in. So she'll just go there whenever time she's at the stage of giving birth. She'll just go there and give birth inside. So once you did not take note of something like this, and at the end of the day your rabbit end up giving birth to a net like this, maybe your own net has too much wool, the baby might fall down, or something might really happen to the baby. You know, they were still young, so stuff like that, inadequate preparation also can cause it. So that is that about you losing the rabbits you have in the farm. I hope these little tips will help you to maintain and also help you to raise a surviving bunnies whenever time your rabbit gives birth. My name is Simeon O. James. So if you want to call me or you want to text me on WhatsApp, you can text me via the number you are seeing here. Thank you for watching.